It's the CO Mobile Pace. Cleo's a bad girl. San Fernando, Dana Duke, Tisme and Jet Propulsion. Love Me Two Times, Kilmorick, Sue Anna and Adam Hanover. They've got about 200 metres to go before they reach the starting point for the first of the day. On to the start. A green light, they're off and racing. Cleo's a bad girl began well. And a bit of speed out from Dana Duke and also Tisme was followed up by Jet Propulsion. San Fernando's gone out with them. A little wider on the track. Suanna's trying to get around. It's followed by Kilmorick. It's followed about a length and a half back then. Now Jet Propulsion just easing back a bit now. And they were followed further back then by Adam Hanover. And actually going right back to the tail of the field. And the early partners Love Me Two Times. Inside the 1600 they run. And Suanna's rushed around to be the leader. And it's out by about 2 lengths now. Coming around the turn into the straight. And it's followed then in the inside by Tisme takes the trail. Dana Duke 3 back the markers. Going up now wide out Jet Propulsion getting around. Is followed then in the centre. Just pulling back now to get a bit of cover on the outside is Kilmorick. Is followed about a length and a half back then by San Fernando. And back on the inside as they race down through the straight. Now they were followed by Cleo's a bad girl. And well back Adam Hanover and 2 lengths back Love Me Two Times. They race past the judge and head for the turn out of the straight. And Suanna joined now by Jet Propulsion. And Jet Propulsion's gone round to take over. Followed by Suanna now drops into the trail. And 3 back the markers. They were followed at Tisme. Moving up on the outside. But sitting parked out now is Kilmorick. Is followed next on the outside then as they go down the back straight. Now just one obscured from view, but it's on the move and going around at San Fernando. On the inside then followed by Dana Duke. And just outside that now Adam Hanover. And well back the other 2. Cleo's a bad girl and outside that Love Me Two Times. Down the back 700 metres to run. And Jet Propulsion out by a length and a quarter. Jet Propulsion takes them off the back now. Followed up on the outside then by Kilmorick. Suanna trails the leader. And then San Fernando followed on the inside then by Tisme. The next runner on the outside as they come out of the back straight now. They were followed. Dana Duke's well back and buried down on the inner. And Adam Hanover's the one outside that. And well back the others now coming towards the corner. They were followed further back by Cleo's a bad girl. And back with those runners Love Me Two Times. They swing the corner into the straight now. And Jet Propulsion will line them up. Jet Propulsion the leader. Suanna and driving up on the inside now at Tisme and coming down the outside San Fernando. And wider still coming strongly now Dana Duke. They're across the track. Dana Duke reaches the lead. Dana Duke's going on to win it. And a good battle for the minor positions. Dana Duke got there and then in photos Tisme and Love Me Two Times was wide and San Fernando between those. They were followed by Cleo's a bad girl. And right in that bunch also was Jet Propulsion, was followed further back then by Adam Hanover, and then Suanna dropped off and last to go by Kilmorick. There's the first of the day, and good finish it was too, but just wait for the placings to come through. Just wait for the placings to come through, but it looks as though Dana Duke might have got up to win, and then the 2 stablemates finding out the minor positions. We had Tisme and Outright Love Me Two Times. Just wait for the call for the minor spots. But Dana Duke for Dexter Dunn will take out the opening event. We'll have the official wrap for you shortly. Result of race 1. The CO Mobile Pace, number 3, the winner, Dana Duke, trained by Peter Baggery, and Dexter Dunn was the winning driver. Number 4 was second, Tisme. 6, third, Love Me Two Times. And the 4th one was number 2, San Fernando. The winner's time was 2:34.3. The last half, 59.2. 28.3 was the quarter. The mile rate was 2:4.1. Blanket finish, 3/4 ahead a neck. The margin, so a good finish. That's the official result of race 1. 2. Moving up behind the mobile, it's the Class 1 2,000 metre mobile pace. Lady Godiva down on the inside, free falling. Great Wacky Star and Davy Gunn. 2-year-old Pommy Roy. Out wider is Mr. Middle, Irby Betty and Corey Jane. Good line, about 200 metres to go before the start here. Down to the start. Green light, they're off and racing. Corey Jane a little slow. Irby Betty's easing back as well. And one of the best out, Pommy Roy, the 2-year-old, has exploded out to be in front early over Lady Godiva and going up on the outside. They were followed around then by Mr. Middle getting handy. They were followed by Davy Gunn and just up ahead of that Lady Godiva, a couple of lengths to Free Falling, followed by Great Wacky Star, getting back a bit, Irby Betty and 2 to Corey Jane. 1,600 metres to run and out in front now by about a length and a quarter. The leader is Pommy Roy and is followed then on the inside by Mr. Middle, trails the leader. Lady Godiva third, round the turn into the straight. They were followed a length and a half back by Davy Gunn. After Davy Gunn then were followed Free Falling, just inclined to throw its head around a bit, and in about the midfield position, a couple of lengths further back, Great Wacky Star. They were followed Irby Betty second to last, starting to move forward, and at the back of them all is Corey Jane, about 5 or 6 lengths from the leader. They race past the judges' line with a left to go now, and Pommy Roy in front, out by a length and a half. In the trail is Mr. Middle, and this followed Lady Godiva, 3 back the markers. Irby Betty's on the move now, going up and around the outside. Davy Gunn down in the inner, then Corey Jane getting up, moving up now and getting a bit of cover, 1,000 metres to run. Back on the inside, they were followed further back, then Free Falling actually goes back to last, and up ahead of it, Great Wacky Star. They race down the back, 900 metres left to run, and in front, Pommy Roy, a length and a quarter. Mr. Middle second. Irby Betty now parked out without cover, 800 to run. Lady Godiva's down on the inside. They were followed then by Corey Jane. After those runners then, and well snowed in at the moment is Davy Gunn along the markers, being joined by Great Wacky Star, and the last one Free Falling, 600 to run. Off the back they come, and the leader still by about 3/4 of the length now, Pommy Roy. Pommy Roy's in front. Irby Betty over the outside, and behind them then they were followed Mr. Middle, and getting closer now on the outside, Corey Jane, but it's being pushed along a bit. On the inside, Lady Godiva tried to get into the clear, and this followed Davy Gunn, Great Wacky Star, and Free Falling round the corner, straightening up Pommy Roy to line them up now. Pommy Roy, Irby Betty, and up on the inside, Mr. Middle's battling on pretty well, and down the outside, Lady Godiva. The 2-year-old has dashed away, though. This has been a nice win. Pommy Roy's going to lead all the way, and out of the post, Pommy Roy's won it. Second home was Mr. Middle, and then it's a close 3-way photo for third. And I wouldn't be sure between Lady Godiva, Irby Betty, Corey Jane was wider, and they were followed by Free Falling, and back behind them then to Davy Gunn, and Great Wacky Star might have been the last one to go by. There's the running of race 2, and Pommy Roy showed plenty of early lick, and it's held them all out very nicely here. Pommy Roy, the 5, trained and driven by Mark Jones. Pommy Roy, the winner, will confirm shortly after race 2. Now, we've got the result of race 2 on the program, the Class 1 mobile pace, and nice performance. This, number 5, Pommy Roy, just a 2-year-old colt by Christian Cullen out of TK Swift, and 1-1 nicely. Pommy Roy beat 6, Mr. Middle, 7, Irby Betty, third. Fourth home was number 8, Corey Jane. The time, 2:33.1. The last half, 56.4. The quarter, 27.2. The mile rate was 2:03.2. A length and a half, 2.5 lengths and half ahead the margins. That's the confirmed result of race 2. Field moving up for race 3. The C2 and faster mobile pace. 5th edition, Tom's in Charge, Maiden Rome and Lockerburn, Mighty Flying Mac and Vice Chairman. 5th edition, 1 of 3 in the race for Crandell Getty. 5th edition's got a white cap, so too is Lockerburn and Mighty Flying Max in a red cap. 200 metres to go before the start. Down to the 2,000, Tom's in Charge is broken up in the run-up. They're often racing. Tom's in Charge has blown the start. And the best out 5th edition. And charging out there very quickly. Mighty Flying Mac has joined it. It's followed out wider by Vice Chairman, Maiden Roman behind them. Lockerburn at the back of the bunch. And after blowing the start, Tom's in Charge a long way from them. They race down the side. Mighty Flying Max joined now by Vice Chairman. Right behind them, 5th edition, a length and a half to Maiden Rome, and there's a couple of lengths to Lockerburn. Round towards the straight they run, just on 1,500 metres to go, and Vice Chairman's gone round to take over. Vice Chairman into the lead now by a length and a half, and this followed by Mighty Flying Mac, a length and a half to 5th edition, and then Maiden Rome and back last 2 lengths back Lockerburn with the exception of Tom's in Charge, which is right out of the contest altogether. They race down through the straight, 1,300 metres left to run, and the leader now Vice Chairman out by a length and a quarter. Vice Chairman down past the post they run. Flying Mighty Mac in the trail, and this followed back in 3rd spot then by 5th edition. A length and a half to Maiden Rome, and Lockerburn starts a move now. They race for the turn out of the straight at 1,100 to go. And in front is still Vice Chairman out by a length and a quarter. Right behind it, Mighty Flying Mac, and this followed, there's Lockerburn going up and around the outside, and this going towards the lead now. 5th edition back 4th. Maiden Rome at the back of the bunch, and tailed right off as Tom's in Charge. They go down the back just on 800 to run, and Lockerburn swept right round to take over now, and goes clear. It's up by about 2, and then Vice Chairman followed by Mighty Flying Mac. 5th edition and Maiden Rome. They go down the back straight now to the 600 metre mark, and Lockerburn the leader. Lockerburn by about 2 lengths, and this followed then by Vice Chairman. In 3rd spot, Mighty Flying Mac, a length and a half back behind them, 5th edition. Maiden Rome at the back as they come down the side, just on 450 left to run. Lockerburn the leader, out by 2 lengths now. Then we've got in 2nd spot Vice Chairman chasing the leader, a length and a half back, 3rd Mighty Flying Mac. Well back now, 5th edition, Maiden Rome has dropped off 3 lengths coming around the corner, straightening up, and with 220 metres to go now. In front is Lockerburn, behind it Vice Chairman holding 3rd at the moment. We've got Mighty Flying Mac, they race down, and the leader Lockerburn. Lockerburn is too good down towards the post, trying hard there Vice Chairman, but Lockerburn by a length and a quarter beat Vice Chairman. Mighty Flying Mac was 3rd. After a gap of 3 or 4 lengths back, 5th edition, Maiden Rome another 4 back, and after blowing the start, Tom's in Charge. I don't think it finished the race. It was pulled up during the trial and didn't even finish the race. But no doubt at all about the winner, Lockerburn. Lockerburn would take this one out for Dexter Dunn, swept around them to go to the front at about the 900 metre mark, and it's held them all at bay. Lockerburn the winner. We'll be back with the official placings on race 3 very soon. Result of race 3, the C2 and faster mobile pace, and number 4, Lockerburn. The Christian Cullen Colt, the winner, trained by Crandell Getty, Dexter Dunn, the driver. 2nd was 6 Vice Chairman, 5 3rd Mighty Flying Mac. The 4th one was number 1, 5th edition. The winner's time was 2:29.6. The last half, 56.5. They sprinted home in 26.9 over that last quarter. The mile rate was 2 minutes, 0.4, and with margins a length and a half, 3 lengths and 4 lengths. That's the confirmed result of race number 3. Lady of Change will come up and take the pole. Air Dancer, Pollyanna Blue Chip, Storm Maguire and Fleeting Grin. Air Dancer a bit toey. Set and ready. They're off and racing this time in the unqualified pace. Here Dancer began well. One of the best out though, wide out, was Fleeting Grin. Fleeting Grin has gone to the lead early. Air Dancer has followed out then in third spot by Pollyanna Blue Chip. About 2 or 3 lengths back then, Lady of Change, and just getting around that now. We've got Storm Maguire. They race past the judge and clear in front by 2 is Fleeting Grin. Fleeting Grin the leader round the turn out of the straight. Followed in second spot by Air Dancer. There's a gap of 5 or 6 lengths further back then to Pollyanna Blue Chip. Then Storm Maguire and Lady of Change has gone back to last. Into the back they run, and the leader by about 1.5 lengths. Fleeting Grin followed by Air Dancer. Back third, 2 lengths back now, Pollyanna Blue Chip. Getting along the markers, Lady of Change, and being eased right back to last is Storm Maguire. They race down the back inside the 2,000 metre mark they run, and the leader by 1.5 lengths. We've got Fleeting Grin. Fleeting Grin the leader, followed by Air Dancer, enjoys the trail. Back third, 1.5 lengths back, Pollyanna Blue Chip. 2 lengths back behind those runners. They were followed by Lady of Change, and Storm Maguire's at the back of the field and about 6 or 7 lengths from the leader. They race down the side 1,700 metres from home, and that's Fleeting Grin up by about 2 lengths now. In the trail, Air Dancer, and Air Dancer's followed back third, 2 lengths back, Pollyanna Blue Chip. Another couple of lengths further back then to Lady of Change, and the last one is Storm Maguire. They race round the turn into the straight, 1,500 metres left to run, and Fleeting Grin, the gelding by Grin from ear to ear, bowling along with the prick out by 1.25 lengths. Air Dancer, the Ahoka Arizona filly, she trails the leader. Followed back third, Pollyanna Blue Chip, a filly by Santana Blue Chip. Followed about 2 lengths back then by Lady of Change, the filly by Changeover. And about 1.5 lengths back, Storm Maguire, the filly by Better's Delight. They race past the post, a lap to go now. And in front is Fleeting Grin. Fleeting Grin bowling along in front. And right behind the leader's back is Air Dancer. Followed about 1.5 lengths back third. They were followed by Pollyanna Blue Chip. Back behind those, Lady of Change, and last still is Storm Maguire. They get to the 1,000 metre mark, and Fleeting Grin's the leader. Fleeting Grin now, out by 1.5 lengths, followed then. Second spot, getting a perfect run behind the leader's back is Air Dancer. About 1.5 lengths back, Pollyanna Blue Chip. Lady of Change, and starting a move now, we've got Storm Maguire. They race down the back, 800 to run, and in front by 2, and trying to quicken up the tempo a bit now. We've got Fleeting Grin. Fleeting Grin right behind it, Air Dancer. 1.5 lengths back in third spot. They were followed then by Pollyanna Blue Chip, and Storm Maguire still coming forward on the outside. Lady of Change is last. Off the back, 550 left to run, and the leader still by 1.25 lengths, Fleeting Grin. Fleeting Grin, Air Dancer. Storm Maguire's getting closer. Right in behind them then, Pollyanna Blue Chip, and back with that runner now, coming towards the home turn. We've got Lady of Change. They're about to swing for home, and Fleeting Grin trying to lead all the way. It's a length clear. Fleeting Grin will turn for home in front. Now it's snuck away a bit, and then we've got Air Dancer battling on, getting up on the inside, running on a bit there. Pollyanna Blue Chip wider out, Storm Maguire, but Fleeting Grin's too good, and Fleeting Grin's come away out by about 2 or 3 lengths. A great go for the minor positions, and it's very close between now who's going to run second. It's very tight. We had Pollyanna Blue Chip, Storm Maguire between them, Air Dancer, and the last to go by was Lady of Change. No doubt about the winner, but pretty close for second, third and fourth. And the winner there, leading all the way, Fleeting Grin. Fleeting Grin the winner. The gelding by Grin from ear to ear. Regan Todd, the trainer and driver, will have the official wrap shortly, very close for the minor positions. We have the result of race 4 and 5, Fleeting Grin, and all the way winner, Fleeting Grin. Regan Todd, the trainer driver. Close for second, but Pollyanna Blue Chip, the 3, has burst through on the inside to run second. Narrowly in front of 4, Storm Maguire, and close up was number 2, Air Dancer. The time, 3:35. The last half, 57.6. 27.5 was the quarter. The mile rate was 2:13. 3.5 lengths, a nose, half ahead. The margins, that's the result of race 4. Vega Cecilia, Mikado Royal off the front. Set and ready. They're racing. Vega Cecilia began well on the inside, followed out by Mikado Royal. And after a gap then, Jivan Cullen. And up on the outside of Jivan Cullen, Qatari Yakov is followed further back by Donegal's Guest and a bit of a legend. They race past the judge now. Vega Cecilia is out by about 3, followed by Mikado Royal. About 7 or 8 lengths away, Qatari Yakov is now 3rd. Followed back on the inside then, behind those runners by Donegal's Guest and Jivan Cullen, and about 2 or 3 lengths away then to a bit of a legend. The pace is on in front, and these two front markers keeping the back markers busy. And out clear at the moment by about 3 or 4 lengths is Vega Cecilia. Takes them into the back now with just on 2,000 metres left to run. Second spot, 2 lengths away now, Mikado Royal. And then there's a gap of 8 lengths further back then to Qatari Yakov. After a gap of another 3 or 4 back then to Donegal's Guest, 2 further back, Jivan Cullen. And a bit of a legend at the back of the field. They race down the back just on 1,800 metres left to run. And Vega Cecilia is the leader. Mikado Royal in the trail. 3 lengths away, closing. They were followed Qatari Yakov, another 2 or 3 lengths back there to Donegal's Guest. 2.5 to Jivan Cullen. And 3 away then to Bit of a Legend. Down the side, 1,600 metres left to run. And Vega Cecilia out by a length and a half, coming around towards the straight now with just on 1,500 to go in the trail. Getting a good run is Mikado Royal. And then a couple of lengths away, 3rd is Qatari Yakov. They were followed after those then by Donegal's Guest, then Jivan Cullen, and a Bit of a Legend. Most of the gaps are closing up down through the straight, 1,300 to go, and the leader still is Vega Cecilia, out a length and a half in front as they go past the post now with a lap to go. 1,200 metres from home, and the trail is Mikado Royal. 2 lengths away, 3rd is Qatari Yakov, and then Donegal's Guest and Jivan Cullen, and last a Bit of a Legend must be about 7 or 8 lengths from the leader. Round the turn out of the straight they run, and they race down to the 1,000 metre mark. Vega Cecilia still up by a length and a quarter over Mikado Royal. 2 lengths away, 3rd. They were followed Qatari Yakov. And then we've got Donegal's Guest starting to move forward now. 2 further back, Jivan Cullen. And a Bit of a Legend still at the back of them all now, but the gaps are starting to close now as they go past the 800 metres. So down the back they run. And in front by a length and a half, Vega Cecilia, followed by Mikado Royal. And over on the outside, moving up now, we've got Donegal's Guest. Followed on the inside then, Qatari Yakov outside that, Jivan Cullen. And 2 further back, a Bit of a Legend. Off the back, bunching 500 metres left to run. And Vega Cecilia by a neck, the leader. Going up now to Donegal's Guest, and right behind the leader's back. They were followed, Mikado Royals had a good run. Outside of that, Jivan Cullen. On the inside, Qatari Yakov, and coming wide, a Bit of a Legend turning for home. They swing in now, and with 200 metres to go, Vega Cecilia, and over on the outside, moving up now, we've got Donegal's Guest, and here comes a Bit of a Legend stomping down the outside. Further back then to Jivan Cullen. Donegal's Guest though, a Bit of a Legend's trying to get to it, but Donegal's Guest, nice win, Donegal's Guest by a neck, followed by a Bit of a Legend, Jivan Cullen 3rd. They were followed home after a gap by Qatari Yakov, and the 2 that set the pace, Vega Cecilia and Mikado Royal, they've ended up second last and last. That's the way they finished all right in race 5. And nice win. Donegal's Guest was forced to do it in the breeze over the last 800 metres or so, but it's just kept on kicking, and it had a good kick in the end. Donegal's Guest over a Bit of a Legend down the outside, and I think we called Jivan Cullen into 3rd place. We'll confirm those numbers shortly after the running of race 5. Now we have the result of race 5, the special handicap pace, and number 5, the winner, Donegal's Guest, driven by Ross Houghton, started off the 40 metre mark, held off number 8, Bit of a Legend. 3rd was 6, Jivan Cullen, and the 4th place went to number 7, Qatari Yakov. The winner's time was 3:19 exactly. The last half 56.1, the quarter 27.3. The my rate was 23.2. A neck 2 lengths, 3 lengths to margins. That's all confirmed in race 5. drawn 1. Jessica Sanchez and Tara Delight, Tiny Dancer, Antioch, Badlands Deal and Vanya Cullen. Now this time round I think the field will be called up. Restricted time heat, 2:45. And Kia Kaha is about to take its place on the inside. The filly by Better's Delight. 1 of 2 in the race for David and Catherine Butt. They've also got Tiny Dancer in the race as well. That's got a white cap. Jessica Sanchez and Tara Delight come up. Antioch and Badlands Deal. And Vanya Cullen. Looking good. 2,000 metres. They're racing, and Kia Kaha a little slow to get underway. And one of the best out is going to be from barrier 3, Tara Delight, and that's followed up by Jessica Sanchez, and moving up now on the outside. Getting handy is Tiny Dancer. After those then to Antioch, and that's followed by Vanya Cullen. Now just in behind those runners now, followed by Kia Kaha, and after being slow away, the last one early is Badlands Deal. They race down the side just on 1,600 metres left to run, and the leader by about 2 lengths now, Tara Delight. Tara Delight is followed by Jessica Sanchez over and trailing, and back third is Tiny Dancer. A length and a half to Antioch, and then Vanya Cullen about 2 or 3 lengths back to Kia Kaha, and back last is Badlands Deal. Into the straight they run just on 1,400 metres from home, and leading the learners heat now by about 2 lengths now is Tara Delight. Tara Delight's the leader, getting a lovely sit behind the leader's back is Jessica Sanchez, is followed by Tiny Dancer. First to go up and around the outside now, Vanya Cullen, and is followed back in the inside then, under lock and key at the moment is Antioch. About a length and a half back behind those runners to Kia Kaha, and back last 2 lengths back is Badlands Deal. They race round the turn out of the straight now, and with just on 1,100 to go, the leader by a length and a quarter. We've got bowling along in front here is Tara Delight. Tara Delight's the leader. Right behind it, Jessica Sanchez. And moving up now to sit parked out without cover is Vanya Cullen. Into the back they run. On the inside then is Tiny, is going to be on the inside, Tiny Dancer. Tiny Dancer's been joined a neck away by Antioch. Then Kia Kaha, and back with that is Badlands Deal. They race down the back straight, and the learners head down to the 700. And in front, by a length and a quarter, bowling along here is Tara Delight. Tara Delight's the leader. Up on the outside, Vanya Cullen, and Jessica Sanchez has the trail. Antioch running fourth the outside, and back in the inside, Tiny Dancer. They were followed further back then by Badlands Deal, and back with those runners is Kia Kaha coming down the side of the track, 450 left to run, and Tara Delight's the leader. Tara Delight narrowly in front, and right there is Vanya Cullen, and right behind the leaders back at the moment is Jessica Sanchez. They were followed by Tiny Dancer, and these first 4 have scampered away, and the others, they race down now, and Vanya Cullen's moved up on the outside, and Tara Delight's giving plenty. Tara Delight's holding on. Vanya Cullen, here's a big run from down the outside. Flying now is Tiny Dancer, but holding on. Oh, it's going to be close, and in the end, I think Vanya Cullen might have got up in the last stride. Vanya Cullen in a photo with, on the inside, Tara Delight, and coming late, Tiny Dancer. Jessica Sanchez was fourth, and then there's a gap then to Badlands Deal, Antioch, and the last to go by was Kia Kaha. There's the Luna's 2:45 pace, and in the end, I think Vanya Cullen might have just got up and won it, and the horse in the middle, Vanya Cullen, but it's a 3-way photo. Trying to hold there was Tara Delight, and coming late down the outside, Tiny Dancer. 3-way photo, but I think Vanya Cullen might have just got home in the last stride. We'll have the official wrap for you shortly. Race 6 result, the Luna's 2:45 pace, close, but number 7, Vanya Cullen, got the decision. Trained by Crandell Getty, and Murray Howard was the winning driver. Second home was number 3, Tara Delight. 4 ran third, Tiny Dancer. Fourth home was 2, Jessica Sanchez. The time, 2:49.4. The last half, 58.9. The quarter, 28.1. The mile rate was 2:16.3. And the margins were a nose, half a length and 2 lengths. That's all confirmed in race 6. So trotters coming up to the barrier. Lally Buckfield, successfully. Hades Rocket, Gail Ludlow and Tahoro Ruby. They're racing, and down on the inside, Lally Buckfield began okay, and so too did successfully. Hades Rocket has joined the two of them. About 3 lengths away to Gal Ludlow, going into a break to Tahoro Ruby. So Tahoro Ruby's the only mistake maker early, although breaking up ahead of it now, we've got Gal Ludlow. So we've got 2 breakers, and as they race their way round to the first corner, the leader on the inside is successfully Hades Rocket outside it. They were followed 2 lengths back then by Lally Buckfield. Now there's a long gap to Gal Ludlow, and well back behind that Tahoro Ruby. Out of the back they run, and the leader by about 2 lengths now successfully takes them down the back straight. Running second, getting a lovely sit behind the leader's back at the moment is Hades Rocket. A length and a half back third is Lally Buckfield. About 8 lengths back, Gail Ludlow trying to trot into it. And after losing ground, it is making up good headway, and a long way back the tail end to Tahoro Ruby. So down the back they run, and they have just on 1,800 metres left to travel, and the leader by about a length and a half at the moment, successfully. Hades Rocket on the leader's back. 2 lengths away, third Lally Hatfield, and then there's about 3 or 4 lengths back then, still making ground, is Gail Ludlow, and a long way back with practically no chance to Tahoro Ruby. Inside the 1,600, and round towards the straight entrance they run. The leader, by a length and a quarter now, successfully brings them around the turn into the straight. Running second, Hades Rocket. 2 lengths away, third, Lally Buckfield. And then there's a couple of lengths away, tacking on now. We've got Gail Ludlow, and a long way back, possibly about 40 or 50 metres back, the tail end is Tahoro Ruby. Down the straight they run, and they have just over a round to go. The leader, by 2 lengths at the moment, successfully. So past the post now at 1,200 to run. Successfully, the filly by great success, and running second, getting a lovely set is Hades Rocket. The mare by Umbra Invasion. Lally Buckfield, the filly by Thanksgiving, is third. Right at the back of the bunch is Gail Ludlow. She's a 2-year-old filly by Bryland Boys, and Tahoro Ruby is about 10 lengths away, making hard work of it to try and bridge the gap. They race down the back past the 900 pole, and the leader travelling quite nicely at the moment, and successfully up by about 2.5 lengths. Hades Rocket heading the chase. They race down past the 800, 3 lengths away, third to Lally Buckfield, and then a couple of lengths further back now to Gail Ludlow, and 5 lengths away to Tahoro Ruby. Down the back they go, just on 600 metres left to travel, and the leader by about 2 lengths now successfully brings them out of the back straight. Hades Rocket's gone into a break, and running third Lally Buckfield, and then we've got on the inside Gail Ludlow and Tahoro Ruby. Leader though trots away, and successfully 400 to run. Looks all over a winner. It's up by about 4 or 5 lengths. Lally Buckfield running on. Further back then we've got in third spot Gail Ludlow, and then Tahoro Ruby, but round the corner for home. Straightening up 220 metres to travel, and the leader at the moment we've got just going a bit roughly there, the leader, and getting through on the inside of it now is Lally Buckfield. Buckfield. So Lally Buckfield has trotted up inside of Successfully. Lally Buckfield, the leader. Successfully's trying to come again, but the leader, Lally Buckfield got there by a neck, beat Successfully, which probably threw the race away with that rough going inside the last 200. And third place will go to... the next there was Gail Ludlow. Tahuro Ruby's done particularly well to finish as close as it did. And then Haley's Rocket, which galloped into the home straight. And it'll be the last one to go by. So quite an eventful unqualified trot. But in the end, getting home Lally Buckfield. The filly, 3-year-old by Thanksgiving. Lally Buckfield would win. And would beat Successfully, which wanted to throw it away with that gallop inside the last 200 metres. We'll have the official wrap for you shortly after race 7. Result of race 7, the unqualified trot. Number 1, Lally Buckfield, the winner. The 3-year-old filly by Thanksgiving, trained by Kevin Townley and Dexter Dunn, the winning driver. Number 2, Successfully, second. 4th, third, Gail Ludlow. And 4th home was number 5, Tahuro Ruby. Those two not going too badly, really, after their early gallops. Now, the winner's time was 3:37.8. The last half, 62.7. The quarter, 31.7. The mile rate was 2:14.8. A neck, 2 lengths, and 2.5 lengths the margins. That's all confirmed in race 7. Out here for race 8. This is the Luna's 3:35 pace. Unico Sognari takes its place in 1. Little Lion Man, Mac Winger, Christian Lady, Black Isis, Our Elsie, and the St. Tennessee. Set and ready, 2,600 metres. Just perhaps waiting for Christian Lady to come up and join them. They're off and racing. And Mac Winger best out, and Way Smartly too going up now. Black Isis, the joiner, is followed up then by Christian Lady. They're the first 3. They're about 5 or 6 lengths in front of the others. And they're headed further back then by Our Elsie. Now there's a couple of 3 lengths back, Little Line Man. Well back, Unico Sognari. And after a very slow beginning, this ain't Tennessee's the tail ender. So round the turn out of the straight they run. And the leader by a length and a half now taking over is round the outside in front by about 2 lengths at this stage is Black Isis. Black Isis the leader in the trail. Mac Winger and Christian Lady third. Our Elsie fourth, 2 lengths back. Another 3 back then to Unico Sognari. Followed further back then by Little Lion Man and the tail ender. A couple of lengths back little to the St. Tennessee. They race down the back straight and they approach the 1900 now. And the leader out by a length and a half, Black Isis, and trailing the leader nicely is Mac Winger. A couple of lengths to Christian Lady. Another length and a half back. Our Elsie followed 2 lengths back by Unico Sognari. And then well back second, the last Little Line Man. And this ain't Tennessee at the back of them all. It must be about 9 or 10 lengths from the leader. They race down the side now. 1,700 metres left to run. And Black Isis the leader out by a length and a half in the trail. And getting a sweet run too at this point is Mac Winger. Is followed 2 lengths back by Christian Lady. And then Our Elsie, and moving up now to Unico Sognari. Followed by Little Lion Man. And a couple of lengths away at the back is this ain't Tennessee. Into the straight they wheel. 1,400 metres left to run, and Black Isis the leader. Black Isis comes down through the straight in front. Mac Winger enjoys the trail, and here's a big run coming around the outside now from Our Elsie. Has gone up into the lead now. So Our Elsie has gone round to take up the running. So as they pass the judge now, 1,200 metres left to run, and Our Elsie the leader. Followed in the trail then, getting a good run now behind the leader's back. We've got Black Isis and moving up on the outside and starting a move now. We've got Unico Sognari on the inside then to Mac Winger. Christian Lady's been shunted back a bit. Up and around the outside to Lion Man. And the last one is right at the back, the St. Tennessee. Down the back they go. 900 from home. And our Elsie, the leader, out by 2 over Black Isis. Moving up on the outside now as they reach the 800-metre mark. We've got Unico Signari and back on the inside Mac Winger. Outside of Mac Winger as they go down the back straight now. We've got Little Lion Man and well back the other two. Christian Lady, which has been shunted right back to last now and up ahead of it on the outside. We've got we've got the other runner, of course, the St. Tennessee, but down the side they run. And the leader, our Elsie, by about 3/4. So our Elsie, the leader. And right there next to it, Unico Sognari, and right behind the leaders back now to the early leader. And the one that led early, of course, was Black Isis, getting a good run round the corner for home. And then we've got on the outside, running on a bit now as they race down through the straight, running on very strongly. Little Lion Man, down the straight they run, and that's sprinted up and down the outside, also coming from the back of the field, and coming with a strong finish down the outside, the St. Tennessee. But Little Lion Man has hit the front. Little Lion Man has won it from the St. Tennessee, and third on the inside they were followed home by Unico Sognari. Black Isis close up with Mac Winger, Christian's Lady, and the horse that led them to the top of the straight but just dropped right away was our Elsie, and it's ended up at the back of the field. So there's the race number 8, and the winner, Little Lion Man. Number 2 would win, Little Lion Man. Coming from the back of the field, this St. Tennessee was roaring home late, and they'll be first and second, and not that far away, Unico Sognari. So we'll have those numbers confirmed shortly from the judge after the running of the Luna's 3:35 pace race 8. Number 2, Little Lion Man, has taken the Luna's 3:35 pace race 8 today, beating 7, the St. Tennessee. 1, Unico Zognari, finished third, ahead of 5, Black Isis. The winner's time was 3:39.8. The last half, 59.2. The quarter, 28.5. The mile rate was 2:16. A length and a quarter, a neck, 1.5 lengths the margins. That's the confirmed result of race 8. Runners at the start here for race 9, the CO 2,600 metre pace. Got a couple on the back mark here. Spunky Monkey on the 20 with Sol Invictus, the trotter, and they're shaping up pretty well. They're racing, and down on the inside, Shani Val began well, and one of the best out too, going up Limitation to join it, and there's one coming through the centre there, Ancient Moonlight, and that's burst through between the two of them now to go to the lead. They were followed a couple of lengths back by Bread to Rule, and then our Hugh was next, and Agnes de Gerestein. The trotter Sol Invictus is 2 to 3 lengths away, and going into a break is Spunky Monkey. So round the bend out of the straight they run, and in front is Ancient Moonlight, up by about 2 now from Shani Vale, and third is Limitation. About a length and a half back, Bread to Rule, and then 2 to Our Hugh. After Our Hugh, they race down the back. We've got Agnes de Gerestein, and then Sol Invictus at the back of the bunch is starting to go up and around them now. And the one that blew the start altogether, Spunky Monkey, it's tailed right off. Down the back they run, and in front by about a length and a half to 2 lengths at the moment. Bowling along with the It's Pricked. Out in front is Ancient Moonlight, and going up to almost join it now to be about 3/4 to a length away, Bread to Rule. And Bread to Rule is followed back third, 2 lengths back, Shani Vale. And then there's a couple of lengths then to Limitation. On the move going around is from the back of the field, Agnes de Gerestein, well back and buried at this point of the race now is Our Hugh, and just outside that, starting a bit of a move now as they come round the turn into the straight now. Still pretty well back at the moment, but on the move going around them from the tail of the field now, we've got Sol Invictus as they wheel into the straight. 1,400 metres left to run. And the Ancient Moonlight out by a length and a quarter. And there's a run from Our Hugh now. Goes up outside the leader's wheel. And this followed back third. Bred to Rule. Sol Invictus has got into a good spot. And it's trotting pretty nicely too in about the mid-pack. It's followed on the inside by Shandy Vale. And then Limitation, and a length and a half to Agnes to Jurestein. Round the turn out of the straight they go, just over 1,000 metres to go, and the leader Ancient Moonlight. Ancient Moonlight a length clear. Up on the outside of its wheel is Our Hugh. Running third at the inside, and getting a splendid run at the moment is Bred to Rule. Then we've got Sol Invictus, and Sol Invictus is followed further back by Shani Vale, and then Limitation, the outside 800 to run, and a length and a half back. Last of all is Agnes Jurestein. Down the back they travel, and out in front by a length and a half, Ancient Moonlight. Ancient Moonlight, the leader, comes out of the back straight in front. Our Hugh up on the outside, and Bred to Rule just sitting in behind the leaders back and waiting for the passing lane. They were followed then by Sol Invictus, about to be let loose now, goes up 3 wide. On the inside behind them, Shani Vale and Limitation running on a bit, and further back then they were followed by Agnes Jurestein, the leaders kicked though, and on the point of the home corner, Ancient Moonlight is dashed away. It's up by 5 lengths now. Ancient Moonlight, Sol Invictus has run to second. Coming down the outside, Limitation, battling only Bred to Rule, then Agnes Jurestein, but down the straight, and it's a one-horse race. Ancient Moonlight up by 2 to 3 lengths. It's got it all wrapped up. Ancient Moonlight will score. Sol Invictus, Agnes Jurestein finishing well, has got home for third. Then Limitation, after a gap, then Bred to Rule, and Bred to Rule is followed further back by Our Hugh and Shandy Vale, and a long way back after blowing the start with Spunky Monkey. It's been a long last all the way. So there's race 9, and it's just been a bit too good. Ancient Moonlight, well rated in front, dashed away at the top of the straight, and that's held them out easily. Number 2, Ancient Moonlight, and we'll have the official wrap for you shortly after the running of race 9. Test 1, 2. Result of race 9, the winner was number 2, Ancient Moonlight. Ken Odgers, the trainer driver. Ancient Moonlight, an all-the-way winner, beat 9. Sol Invictus, 6 ran third. Agnes de Jurestein, the 4th placing, went to number 5, Limitation. The time, 3:24.9. The last half, 58.4. 29 seconds, the quarter. And the mile rate, 206.8. Margins were 3 lengths by 1 by 1. That's the official result of race 9. Got us at the start here. They're about to come up. This is the special handicap trot over the 2,600 metres. Winsome Luck, Diana Harbour, Villa Ran and Family Night, and we've got a couple on the back mark here, Lisa Marie P, and also Awesome Jogmar. Turning in, just repeating, no workouts here next week, but the race meeting on the Sunday, but there are official trials on the 7th of April, so just keep that date in mind. They're racing. Winsome Luck began well enough, and also out smartly Villa Ran is going to the front, and out wider still Family Night has joined it, and Family Night is heading to the front now. Heads off Villa Ran, is followed about 3 lengths back by Winsome Luck. Back 4th is Diana Harbour, and then the 2 back markers 3 or 4 lengths back are Awesome Jogmar, and Lisa Marie P, she's back at the tail of the field. So round the turn out of the straight they run, and Family Night the leader. Family Night takes over and goes clear by about a length and a half, and then Villa ran in the trail. Followed back third is Winsome Luck. A couple of lengths away, they were followed by Diana Harbour. Awesome Jogmart 2 lengths back, and Lisa Marie P at the back of the field, but only about 8 lengths would cover the lot. Down to the back they run, and Family Night's the leader. Family Night in the run down the back, up by a length and a quarter. Running second is the Flashy Chestnut by CR Commando. That's Villaran. Villaran trails the leader, and Winsome Luck has moved up on the outside, about 3 lengths away. They were followed back fourth at this point as Diana Harbour. A length and a half to Awesome Jogmar, and a couple of lengths away at the back we've got Lisa Marie P. They race off the back straight now, past the 1800 metres, and in front by 2 lengths at the moment is Family Night. Family Night now, and Winsome Luck's managed to get in ahead of Villaran, is followed about a length and a half back by Diana Harbour. A couple of lengths away then, they were followed by Awesome Jogmar, and Lisa Marie P still at the back of the field. So the back markers are second last and last, coming around the turn into the straight. 1500 metres still to run, and as they wheel in now, Family Night the leader. Family Night leads them down through the straight up by a length and a quarter. Winsome Luck enjoys the trail. Followed back third is Villaran. A length and a half back fourth, Diana Harbour. And then Awesome Jogmar and Lisa Marie P. They race down through the straight. There's no change in the order. Down to the winning post now. Just over a lap to go. And Family Night the leader. Family Night a length and a quarter. Winsome Luck running second. Villaran is third. About 2 lengths away fourth. They were followed by Diana Harbour. Moving up now to Lisa Marie P. And going back to last is Awesome Jogmar. But it's come out to follow Lisa Marie P as they race their way round the turn out of the straight. 1,000 metres to go. And Family Night is the leader. Family Night by a length and a half. Winsome Luck still enjoys the trail. Going up now, Lisa Marie P's getting handier. And on the inside then to Villaran. Awesome Jogmar. Diana Harbour goes back to last. Down the back, 800 to run. And the leader out by a length and a quarter now is Family Night. And Lisa Marie P, she's moved up outside the leader's wheel. And this followed on the inside then. Back in third place as they go down the back is Winsome Luck. Villaran was fourth. A neck in front of Awesome Jogmar, and 2 back Diana Harbour. Off the back they run. 500 from home. And the leader on the inside is Family Night. Lisa Marie P's joined it. And this followed 2 lengths back Winsome Luck. Villaran's coming away from the markers now. And they were followed Awesome Jogmar under pressure. And getting up on the inside of it, Diana Harbour. They swing the corner. And Lisa Marie P has darted clear now. Away by about 3 or 4 lengths. She shoots away in front. And coming down the outside, Villaran. And then battling only now is got Family Night. Diana Harbour's running on from the back. But Lisa Marie P put the circle around her. She's well clear. She's out by about 5 or 6 lengths. And Lisa Marie P's won it easily. Second home, Diana Harbour. Villaran got into third but broke over the line. And they were followed Family Night and wider out Winsome Luck and Awesome Jogmar. No doubt the winner though, Lisa Marie P. She's careered away to win it. She's won it by about 5 or 6 lengths. And she's made it look pretty easily. Lisa Marie P the winner. And I'll have those numbers confirmed shortly after the running of the Special Handicap Trot Race 10. Result of race 10, the Special Handicap Trot, number 5, the winner, Lisa Marie P. Maria Perrotin, the trainer driver, started off the 20 metres and won and won very easily. Number 2 was second, Diana Harbour. 3, Villaran ran third, ahead of 4, Family Night. The winner's time was 3:33.7. The last half, 58 seconds. 28.7 was the quarter. The mile rate was 2:12.2. with margin 7 lengths, a length and a half. That's the result of race 10. Now this field being caught up for the amateur drivers' mobile pace. The C. Owen Faster race over the 2,000 metres. To conclude the day here at Rangiora, Christian's Wonder will be driven by Shannon Manawatu. All for DB, Aaron Hutton, Lexington Ladd, Gavin Turner, Tapestry, Franco, Blair Wilmot, and Tom's in charge, Siobhan Hickman. So into the back they run. The last of 11 here today. And down to the 2000. They're racing. Good break too, apart from Tom's in charge, which missed the start by about a length and a half. Christian's Wonder and All for DB. They've both begun well. They were followed back in third spot then by Lexington Ladd. A length and a half to Tapestry Franco, and a couple of lengths further back to Tom's in charge. But in front is All for DB. Coming down the side now and goes clear by about a length and a quarter. All for DB followed by Christian's Wonder. And then Lexington Ladd third, past the 1600. A length and a half back then fourth is Tapestry Franco, and a couple of lengths to Tom's in charge. They come round the turn into the straight. 1,500 metres left to run, and leading them around the turn in the amateur drivers race is All for DB. All for DB for trainer Aaron Hutton out by about a length and a quarter. Running second, Christian's Wonder for Shadow Manawatu. Followed back in third spot by Lexington Ladd and Gavin Turner. A length and a half to Tapestry Franco and Blair Wilmot. And 2 lengths away, Tom's in charge and Siobhan Hickman. They race past the post, a lap to go, 1,200 to run. And All for DB in front. Followed then by Christian's Wonder. Lexington Ladd was third. A length and a half back fourth to Tapestry Franco and Tom's in charge. There's no change in the order, and the whole field in Indian file. Round the bend out of the straight they run, and they run onto the 1,000-metre mark now. And in front by a length and a quarter, we've got All for DB, and Christian's Wonder trails the leader. Lexington Ladd is third. A length and a half back, Tapestry Franco and Tom's in charge is 2 lengths back. They race down the back straight now, and they go down to the 800-metre mark, and still in command is All for DB by a length and a quarter, Christian's Wonder, and going up now to Tapestry Franco on the inside. Lexington Ladd and Tom's in charge is outside that. They bunch up. They go down the back now, and in front, still by about a length now, we've got All for DB. All for DB here for Aaron Hutton, and moving up on the outside is the stablemate, and going up to be 3/4 away, Tapestry Franco, right in behind the leader's back now, Christian's Wonder, and then on the outside, Tom's in charge. Lexington Ladd is back on the inside, 400 metres left to run, and the leader, All for DB, and up on the outside, Tapestry Franco. Stablemates 1-2 turning for home. Right behind them then, Christian's Wonder. Tom's in charge, about to angle out, and further back then, they were followed Lexington Ladd. They race down now, and the leader still on the inside, All for DB, and going up, Tapestry Franco's trying to wear it down, but the leader, All for DB, and getting up, Christian's Wonder. All for DB getting there though. They go to the line, and All for DB won it. Second home was Tapestry Franco, and a photo with Christian's Wonder. Tom's in charge wide, and between them all was Lexington Ladd. There's the amateur drivers race, and All for DB all the way. The 8-year-old by Danny B, the 8-year-old gelding by Danny B. Aaron Hutton trained and drove, and All for DB holding on. Maybe the stablemate, Tapestry Franco second. Being a photo though with Christian's Wonder, and Tom's in charge was wide out. Wait for the call, and we'll have the official result shortly after the amateur drivers race, race 11. Good finish. And race 11, what a good finish to the amateur drivers' mobile pace. But number 2, the winner, All for DB. Aaron Hutton was the trainer driver. The stablemate ended up second, Tapestry Franco for Blair Wilmot. 1 was third, Christian's Wonder for Shannon Manawatu. And then we had number 5, which was Tom's in charge, Siobhan Hickman's drive, and 3, Lexington Ladd, Gavin Turner. 2:41.53. The winner's time was 2:41.9. The last half, 58.6. 28.1 was the quarter. The mile rate was 2:10.3, with margins half a length ahead and a neck. So a competitive finish. The amateur driver's mobile pace taken up by Orford EB. Wraps up the day here at Rangiora. That concludes the program. Good afternoon to you all.